Have you ever wondered why the rich keep getting richer while the poor often struggle to get by? It's not just about income or inheritance, it's about the way they think and make decisions. Today, we'll explore the stark differences in thinking between rich and poor people, using some fascinating examples. Stick around for a bonus tip at the end to help you think like the wealthy. Imagine this. A rich person opts for a classic gold watch, while someone from a less wealthy background splurges on the latest Apple Watch. Why? The reasoning lies in how each views value over time. Gold watches. A gold watch is more than just a timepiece, it's an investment. Over time, the value of gold tends to appreciate. Even if the design becomes outdated, the intrinsic value of the material remains, or even grows. Smartwatches. On the other hand, a smartwatch is a depreciating asset. With each new model release, the older versions lose value rapidly. For someone thinking short-term, the allure of cutting-edge technology outweighs its declining worth. This difference highlights a key principle. Rich people prioritize long-term value while poor people often focus on short-term gratification. Here's another example. Rich people often invest in gold jewelry, like bracelets, earrings, and rings, while others might spend a significant amount on branded bags from Gucci or Louis Vuitton. Gold jewelry. Similar to gold watches, these pieces often appreciate in value over time, especially as global demand for gold increases. Branded bags. While a Gucci bag may retain some resale value, it's not guaranteed to appreciate. Trends change, and the bag's worth may plummet once it's no longer in fashion. This illustrates how wealthy individuals often choose to invest in tangible assets with intrinsic value, whereas others may focus on items that lose worth over time. Perhaps the most significant difference lies in how each group handles their money. Rich people buy assets while poor people often hoard cash. Buying assets, property, houses, farmhouses, or even gold are all assets that not only preserve value but also often grow in worth. For instance, owning a house not only shields you from rising rental costs but also provides an appreciating investment. Hoarding cash. Poorer individuals might keep their money in bank accounts or at home thinking it's safe. However, inflation eats away at cash's purchasing power every year. With central banks printing more money, the value of each dollar diminishes over time, making the poor poorer. This contrast underscores a critical insight. Wealthy people use their money to make more money, while others see money as an end in itself. Consider how rich and poor people allocate their time and money. Wealthy individuals often invest in self-improvement through courses, books, seminars, or skill-building activities. These investments provide long-term benefits by increasing earning potential and opportunities. On the other hand, poorer individuals might prioritize spending on entertainment like movies, games, or leisure activities. While these can be enjoyable, they rarely provide lasting value or financial returns. This demonstrates the importance of focusing on growth-oriented activities rather than momentary pleasures. Networking is another key differentiator. Rich people understand the value of relationships. They attend events, join professional groups, and cultivate connections that can lead to business opportunities or mentorship. However, those with limited means might view networking as unnecessary or uncomfortable. This mindset can lead to missed opportunities for collaboration and growth. The takeaway is clear. Relationships can be a powerful tool for building wealth and success. How each group views and uses credit reveals another stark difference. Leveraging credit. Wealthy individuals use credit strategically to acquire assets like real estate or investments that generate returns exceeding the cost of borrowing. Avoiding debt. Poorer individuals often see all debt as bad and avoid it entirely, missing opportunities to leverage borrowed funds for growth. The key is not to fear debt, but to use it wisely for wealth-building purposes. Inflation and the creation of new money disproportionately impact the poor because decreased buying power. As prices rise, the cash held by the poor buys less over time. Lack of assets. Without appreciating assets, the poor have nothing to offset inflation's effects. Debt cycle. Poorer individuals often rely on loans, which become harder to repay as real wages stagnate. In contrast, the rich own assets that inflate in value alongside prices, effectively protecting and growing their wealth. Want to adopt a wealthy mindset? Here's the golden rule. Prioritize assets over liabilities. Instead of spending on items that lose value, channel your money into investments like property, stocks, or gold that can grow your wealth over time. Even small steps like setting aside money for an index fund or buying a piece of gold jewelry can make a big difference. By changing the way you think about money, you can begin to break free from the cycle of poverty and set yourself on a path to financial freedom. If you found this comparison eye-opening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into building wealth and changing your financial future. Let's rethink money together.